Hey everybody. So this is an update video on the progress with the RPG WorldBuilder app. So what we're going to do is go in and take a look at some of the new features that we have. And let's get started here. So we have three buttons at the top there. We have Overworld, WAC cards, and DAC cards. We're going to look at all three of these, but first we're going to go into the Overworld button there. And it will generate a map. This is the same map we were using. It's kind of like a test map. None of these tiles have essentially changed. But what has changed are the way the tiles can be linked to information within. So we have weather, descriptors, notes, and then at the bottom in notes, you'll see that there's a link and there's a little icon there for ruins. What we have now is a link for ruins that are located in these mountains, and that link can be clicked on and you can create information for this specific location within the mountains. So if you wanted to build like a bridge or a castle or a tower, you can put that location into the overworld map location. And then if you wanted to, you can even take it a step further. So here, if you look at the notes, we don't have anything in our descriptors, but just like normal, those are, you can edit those, and the same as the notes. But what we have in the notes here is a link going to Skull Mountain, and we don't have an icon for some of this yet because it's just a test. But if you click on that link, it will take you to a dungeon map. So this map, or this dungeon, is located within these ruins, which are in these mountains. And then this map is kind of like a normal dungeon map, where you can click on the tiles and look at the information in there and lead your party or your adventurers through this map. Let's look at the middle one because it has some extra information. This is the North Edge tile. And it has descriptors and then notes, but in the notes it also has links. And one of these links is, let's look at the object link or the item link first. So this dungeon room has an item linked to it, which is an amulet of watching eye. And right now the icon that you're seeing there is just a placeholder, but we have artwork for various types of treasure or items or encounters that we will be implementing. If you look down at the bottom, you have notes, so you can type out whatever you want or copy and paste in there about the item or the treasure or whatever it is that they find in the dungeon that you have linked to that tile. Let's go back, and you can do the same thing with encounters. So this says this is a monster, and it's the decrepit Zizik. Rat wizard attacks you. This information is from a faraway land adventure, Isle of the Rat Wizard, but the app is system neutral. And then down in the notes section, you have this information about the encounter. So what you could do is, if you had the digital document, you could copy and paste that information directly into the app, and it would save it for you there, so that you don't have to reference a resource book or something outside of the app, if you'd prepared for your adventure. If you haven't, then that's your fault. So this is the big thing that we've implemented into the app this week, this idea of linking locations, linking objects, and being able to basically create this framework of locations within locations and items within locations. I'm going to go back to the home page and look at the other two buttons that we have right now. These are buttons for the World Architect cards and the Dungeon Architect cards, and these are digital versions of both. So we're going to look at the WACs first. Right now, what we have is this. We have it's a working version. It's not doing everything that it's going to do in the end, though. You can see that there's an image, and then it tells you what the card is, and then there's a series of descriptors, and then a series of weather icons. In the final version, what will happen is you'll have a set number of cards that are generated, and the descriptors on each of these cards will be randomized. So each time you get a Wasteland card, you're going to have a different series of descriptors depending on whatever was generated when you generated the deck. The same thing for weather. So you may have like multiple mountain cards, but they're all going to have randomly generated descriptors that fit those specific mountain cards, or weather that fits a mountain biome. Same thing with sea and all of the other stuff. The Dungeon Architect cards work pretty much the same way. Now, remember, like, the artwork in here is just a placeholder, and a lot of this is going to change, but you can see that there's an image. It tells you what the card is, and then it gives you a series of descriptors. These descriptors will be randomized as well to fit the various locations in a dungeon, or things that you could find in a dungeon, smells and stuff like that. So those are the changes that we've made this week. If you would like to keep up with the development of this app, which you can by going to rpgworldbuilder.com and signing up on our landing page. And as we do updates and as we get closer to releasing the app, we will let you know. We'll notify you. You can also check out our Facebook page. It's RPG WorldBuilder on Facebook. And we just want to invite you to be part of this RPG WorldBuilder journey. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.